Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we are pleased to welcome you to this Thursday afternoon performance. The week of Jai-Alai begins now. Actually, it began at 12 p.m., but we're beginning it for the 4 p.m. second performance of the week. We have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers Win Plays Show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta wagers. If those terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the course of today's performance. We have 2 Pick 3 wagers. First Pick 3 in games 4, 5, and 6. And a late Pick 3 in games 7, 8, and 9. To play the Pick 3, you correctly pick the winner of those 3 games. I guess it's those 6 games, actually. Separate, though. We have a Mighty Ocho that begins in Game 1. Mighty Ocho is a Pick 8 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8 to play the Mighty Ocho. That comes with a $3,000 guarantee. And, as always, the high-paying High 5 Jackpot. High 5 is a Pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We do have 1 scratch in this afternoon's performance. Once again, we do have 1 scratch in this afternoon's performance. Lamonte is scratched in all his scheduled appearances today. Once again, Lamonte is scratched in all his scheduled appearances today. This will be a complete rundown of the scratch of Lamonte as he affects today's performance in its entirety. Let's begin with Game 1, Post 1. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. Game 1, Post 1. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. Game 2, Post 6. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Bueno. Game 2, Post 6. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Bueno. Game 3, Post 4. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. Game 3, Post 4, scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. We'll then skip to the one and only doubles game we have in today's performance. Game number 7, Post 8. In the front court, you're going to scratch Lamonte and replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Neither Aussier nor CRB are available to play. So Game 7, Post 8. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Vuelo is the only player in today's performance available to substitute in that game in Game 7. So Game 7, Post 8 in the front court. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Game 7, Post 8 is now Vuelo and Douglas. So you're going to scratch Lamonte in all his scheduled appearances today. And with that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times. And sit back and relax, because post time for game number 1 is now just 6 minutes away. 6 minutes till post in Game 1. And a reminder of that scratch, Game 1, Post 1. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. Andrew, how are you?
Doing pretty well here, Stu. We're back with the second performance of the day here. And I think that first one perhaps left a little bit to be desired in terms of the quality of Jai-Alai. Got some good play in those later games. But first performance of the week, guys get their feet under them, get back up to speed here. So expecting a much better performance here in this afternoon session. A couple of guys played particularly well in that first performance. Only 4 total players got singles wins out of those 8 singles games. You got Bueno took 3 of them. Ron took 3 of them, all 3 of those feature games. Ben picked up 1, and then El Barba. So a lot of guys looking for that first win of the week.
A point between El Barba and Ben early on was just wonderfully played. They weren't throwing particularly difficult shots, but they did the basics very well. It was really good to see in the matinee.
And we'll see if those guys in particular can keep it going here. As we said, there are a lot of guys looking for win number 1. Douglas, not a great performance for him to start it off. These Thursday matinees haven't kind of been his kryptonite, really. 1 show in his 3 games thus far.
Better be careful. He's taller than you.
Good thing is
he strikes an intimidating figure. He does.
Right. The good thing is players can't hear the broadcast. They're out in their own.
They
little
can't
area.
After I tell them what you said about them. You do one of those things. People are so funny that way. It's like the people, you've seen it like dramatically. You've seen it comically. People say, "I didn't want to say anything, but so and so Andrew said that you really played like it in the matinee. I didn't say that. I think you played great, but Andrew, it was rough. The funny thing is, the most you're going to get out of Douglas is this. He'll go, really? Okay.
Then he'll let his play on the court speak for itself. And usually after those, uncharacteristic performances, he usually rights the ship pretty quickly there. So we'll expect that from Douglas here coming up in only 3 singles appearances, games 6, 8, and 9. And now we have just under 4 minutes until that first game. And as we do before the first game of all of our performances, got a video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance. And that, of course, is Spectacular 7 scoring.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And this first game coming up now in just 3 minutes. Got a couple more minutes to get those wagers in for the Mighty Ocho. Wager starts in that first game. It's a pick 8. Correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8. If you get all 8 winners correct, and you are the only bettor with that 8 number combination, that's how you take home the minimum $3,000 guarantee as part of that Mighty Ocho. Perhaps you want to get started with something a little easier. We got that high 5 that starts before game number 3 with over 1,100 in that carryover. So we hope to see that over $2,000. It's always guaranteed at $2,000, but perhaps could be over that in this afternoon performance. And that high 5 again, you got to get those wagers in before the start of game 3, so you got a couple extra minutes to wait on those wagers. But of course, you never want to get shut out, so we always say get those in as early as possible ahead of scheduled post time.
Reminder of the scratch. We have Lamonte's scratch in all his scheduled appearances today that affects games 1, 2, and 3. And our first game up next, now just less than a minute away, game 1, post 1. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. Game 1, post 1. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Ben. And we're ready to begin our first game. It's a Spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, substituting for the scratch Lamonte is Ben. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Diaz. There's the serve. We begin game 1. Diaz with a strong backhand. Passes all the way past the 12 line. 2-all will score for Ben, point 1. Ben first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3, El Barba receives. Rebote left side by Ben. Catch by El Barba. Ben hangs in there, makes a great catch at the 8 line. Nice backhand. Rebote is coming to the outside. El Barba with a 2-all rebote that scores. Well played by El Barba, point 3. Green shirt at post 4. Juice receives. Juice from the forehand. Good catch by El Barba. That ball hits the overhead screen just out of play, point 4. Now receiving the black shirt at post 5. Here's Wello. Powerful backhand by Vuelo. Clipped the sidewall. To the outside it goes. Juice makes a nice rebote save. Here's Vuelo. Low and hard to the inside. Juice on the rebote. It's a 2-all. Takes a big bounce. And scores point 4. Our next matchup has Juice serving to the yellow shirt at post 6. Worn by Jedin. Rebote, wrong way. Complete wrong way. Point 6. Here's post 7, Tennessee. Rebote forehand, nice save at the side wall by Jedin. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt at post 8. This matchup has Jedin serving to Fred. Catch by Jedin at the 9 line. Fred comes out to throw the rebote. Did not have the right footing to make the play. Point 6. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, Diaz. Diaz got there, juggling, ruled on the catch, point 6. Straight points to a possible game point for the yellow shirt at post 6. Jedin trying to stop him. Ben. Excellent catch by Jedin. Strong backhand. Bote left side by Ben to the outside. Jedin catches it in the air. 3-wall play. What legs by Ben. I mean, that was phenomenal by Ben. Jedin gets back there to make the catch. Nice backhand. Great catch by Ben. Hard throw by Ben. Catch by Jedin. Ben keeps the point alive. Rebote to the inside. Ben, great catch at the 9 line. Strong backhand. Jedin on the defensive now, trying to make that rebote. Rebote left side by Ben. Good catch by Jedin. Hard throw by Jedin. Scoop by Ben. Hard throw by Ben coming in low. Will score on the second bounce. What a well-played point by Jedden and Ben. No doubt about it. Point goes to the 1. Here's post 3, El Barba. Ben with a scoop on the left side and a strong backhand. Rebote comes low and scores. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirt of post 1, Ben. Trying to stop him in the black shirt of post 5, Vuelo. Ben on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Vuelo for the rebote. Vuelo, nice 2-all rebote. Stopped by Ben. Ben, carambola return. Stopped by Vuelo. Nice backhand by Vuelo. Rebote forehand to the overhead screen. Point 5. Play in our first game continues again. Vuelo has 2 points. He serves to post 4. Juice. Hard throw by Juice. Rebote left side by Vuelo. Rebote left side by Juice. Nice save. Beautiful rebote save by Juice. Vuelo throws it low and hard. Juice for the rebote. That's a nice 2-all rebote. Stopped by Vuelo. He holds on to it. Carambola return. That's not coming out for a rebote. Point 5. Vuelo is on the board with 4 points, serving to post 7. Here's Tennessee. Backhand to the overhead screen, point 5. Possible game point for the black shirt of post 5, Vuelo. Trying to stop him, post 8, Fred. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5, Vuelo. 5 wins it, 6 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third place.
Aye.
Rebote 2-all, beautifully executed by Jedden to score. Point and a second place finish to Jedden. Ben shows in post 1. Unofficial order finish 5-6-1. Results from our first game are official. Coming in first, post 5, Vuelo. Taking second, post 6, Jedden. Coming in third, post 1, Ben. 5-6-1 is the official order of finish for our first game. There are your prices. $2 quinella 5-6. That's first and second in any order. $42.60. Trifecta 5-6-1. That's first, second, and third place finishing $868.10. That's the 50-cent price. $2 wagered on 5 to win. Return $20.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. It's a spectacular 7 singles match To play to 7 points, points will double after the first round of play. There is a scratch. Game 2, post 6. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Bueno. Game 2, post 6. Scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Bueno. Post time for Game 2 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
I would say my biggest motivation, definitely not to be the worst. I definitely don't want to be the worst out there, so every time I get out there, I try to be better than that person I'm playing with or against. When I go out there, I don't really care what they're doing. I just want to be better than them. Yeah, that'd be my major motivation right there. I'd hope to accomplish just to place higher than I did last year or the year before that. Top 5. In this new 2020 season, I plan on just executing my shots a lot better, to score the point and finish it as quickly as possible, and just continue practicing as much as I can. Just practice, practice, practice.
And that's Vuelo there. First time back in the Fronton for a while. He played that doubles game with Douglas in the matinee where he took the victory, but first singles appearance for, it's got to be, feels like over a month, probably about a month and a half, where Vuelo there gets the win out of post 5. That win price, $20.80 to win. Public not expecting that, given the 50-cent trifecta, the $1 exacta. Not a lot of bets placed on Vuelo there. Gets it done. His first appearance back looked pretty good as well. Also, Ben that game played a really good point. Seems to be that, that 1 point showed a little more life there. And that's a couple weeks ago when he racked up a lot of wins. He had 13 2 weeks ago. We're talking about Ben. That's sort of the way he was playing. They're stopping every ball that came his way. Looked really solid out there and is just controlling the ball nicely. And looks like he got back on track, so that's good to see. But the win goes post 5 there, Vuelo. And we are now 5 minutes away from the start of game number 2 here. And to get you up to the start of that second game for those new fans joining us here for the first time, we've got a video that will explain in simpler terms how the sport of Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And game 2 now just 3 minutes away. Another reminder of the scratch here in game 2. Affects post 6. You're going to scratch Lamonte, replace him with Bueno. Game 2, post 6. Scratch Lamonte and replace him with Bueno. A quick question to us forwarded from the Jai-Alai channel while we got a moment about the language used, a possible game point, why you're saying unofficial versus official. So
see, there's language that's specific to different sports, and clearly, just because I've been saying something for many years doesn't mean that I've been saying it correctly. So,
sure.
Possible game point in Jai-Alai almost always refers to the situation where one of the two players on the court or one of the two teams on the court will win if they win the point. Therefore, it is possible. It's not game point. By definition, the game will not end, was kind of the logic behind that. So the game might end, which sounds stupid when you're announcing, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the game might end here. Where it's just easier to say possible game point for the so-and-so.
Right. I think also makes the fans aware, sometimes they may not be paying attention to the scoreboard and then say possible game point is,
sometimes I'm not paying attention. In fact, the players here, those of you who know how the broadcasts work, they can hear my microphone while the games are going on. One of those reasons is that they know the pairings in the playoffs because they don't have immediate access to a scoreboard with a rotation on it. So they also listen for possible game point. They're quick to point out when I don't announce it, which is occasional, as opposed to when two teams are on the court and they both have 6 points or 8 points, whatever it is, and it is game point and the game will end. As far as official versus unofficial, I believe that question was answered in the chat. So regardless of what appears on the board, many of you, let's use Miami Jai-Alai as an example. The result will go up, 132, 236, 531, whatever it is. It will go up, but you don't see the official light go up right away. The way you need a check and a balance on that, on making it official, because the announcer could theoretically put up the wrong last point, and the tote system would start calculating based on that. Right. And that's incorrect, and it has happened before. So the check in there is that the judge usually looks at the scoreboard to see what the final result is and flips a switch. And when the switch is flipped, you see the official light come up on the tote board. Here, because we don't have a tote board, the check and balance, even though we're sitting right next to each other, is Juan Ramon, the player manager, acts as the chief judge. And so I put up the last point, or you put up the last point, which gives us the result. And then he calls tote to verify it. And tote does not start calculating the prices until they get that call saying that it's official. So that is, I just say the unofficial result if I've said it before he makes the phone call. Sometimes I don't say it. A lot of it's just habit. Yep. And no, not going to change it, no matter how much people beg and plead or tell me I'm an idiot.
Right. It's interesting because in other sports, I mean, tennis, for example, we talk about that comparison. It's just game point, match point, championship point, but it is still possible game point then, too. You just add an extra word there.
That is the explanation. We're ready to begin game number 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Diaz serves in the red shirt at post 1. Vuelo receives in the blue at post 2. There's a serve. Game 2 has begun. Rebote left side by Diaz. Here's Vuelo. Vuelo throws a carom. That opens up enough to score. Point 2. Here's the white shirt of post 3. This matchup has Vuelo serving to Tennessee. Rebote got away from him, hit the overhead screen, point 3. In this matchup, Tennessee will serve to the green shirt of post 4, worn by El Barba. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Catch by Tennessee at the 9 line. Nice throw. Tennessee from the 9 line on the backhand. Sends it deep. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Played back to the inside nicely by El Barba. Forehand Rebote by Tennessee. Good catch by El Barba. Low and hard by El Barba. Picked off by Tennessee. Tennessee goes deep. Rebote coming out. Forehand Rebote saved by El Barba. Tennessee has it up at the 6 line. That was a dangerous Rebote, but it still made it from the forehand of El Barba. El Barba for another Rebote. That one not working. Point 3. Tennessee's on the board with 2 points. In this matchup, we have Tennessee serving to the black shirt of post 5, worn by Fred. That ball was tipped by Tennessee. Point 5. In this matchup, Fred serves to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Bueno. He substitutes for Lamonte. Rebote forehand hooked into the side wall from the forehand of Fred. Point 6. Puts Bueno up on the board with a point. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, worn by Ben. Ben, strong backhand from the 11 line, sends Bueno all the way up to the 5 line to turn the rebote. Here's Ben from the inside. Another big backhand. Rebote this time comes to the 6 line. 2-all by Bueno. Stopped by Ben. What legs he's got. He kept that basket in constant motion. Here's Bueno on the return. Rebote left side by Ben. Bueno to the outside of the court. Plays a carom from the 8 line. This one scores. That was a beautifully played point by Bueno and Ben. Point goes to Bueno in the 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, we have number 10, Juice. Good catch by Juice. Low and inside, Bueno picks it up. Bueno goes deep and scores, point 6. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, red of post 1, Diaz. Big backhand by Bueno. Going for an outside placement of the rebote. Diaz hooked it. Too low. Point 6. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 6. Bueno trying to stop him. The blue of post 2, Vuelo. Strong backhand, clipped the sidewall. Bueno caught it. Hard throw. Scores for the forehand of Bueno. Point in a perfect game. Yellow shirt of post 6, Bueno. 6 wins it, 3 places, 5 serves to 2. This is a playoff for 3rd place. Fred gets a hard serve in there. Here's Vuelo. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming all the way out. Rebote turned by Fred. Vuelo on the run makes the catch. Hard throw by Vuelo. Rebote to the inside, scores. Point in a 3rd place finish for post 2, Vuelo. Unofficial order finish 6-3-2. Results from Game 2 are official. Coming in first, post 6, Bueno. He was substituting for Lamonte. Taking second, post 3, Tennessee. Coming in third, post 2, Vuelo. 6-3-2 is the official order of finish for game number 2. That is an interesting point because I used not to say when I announced full time, it's like 91 to 94, like in there. Yeah. I didn't say unofficial results. I picked that up sometime in the mid or late 90s.
From where?
No, I really don't. It was probably something that I heard them say that probably sounded right at either Fort Pierce, Tampa, or Ocala, but someplace where I would have been in the announcer's booth while managing and occasionally, substituting. But I know that I didn't start with it. I don't remember where I picked it up. Just picked it up along the line. Funny to think about that. Okie dokie, there are your prices from game number 2. $2 Quinella 3-6. That's first and second any order. 3-6, 6-3. $27 even. Trifecta 6-3-2, 121 even. That's first, second, and third place finishing. And a $2 wager on number 6 to win returns $14. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our third game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Lamonte is our one and only scratch in today's performance. That affects Game 3. Game 3, post 4, scratch Lamonte. Replace Lamonte with Ben. Game 3, post 4, scratch Lamonte. Replace Lamonte with Ben. And for those of you placing wagers in today's high 5, there are no scratches in Games 4, 5, and 6. But in Game 7, the doubles game, there is a scratch. Game 7, post 8, you'll want to scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Game 7, post 8, the team will now be Vuelo and Douglas. That's for those of you placing wagers in the high-paying High 5 jackpot, which had over $1,000 in the carryover. And as I just gaze up at the screen, 1,879. So we are well over 2,000, well on our way to $3,000 up for grabs in that high five. To play the high five, you correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Once again, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That is how you play today's high five. And again, we're well over $2,000, well on our way to $3,000 up for grabs in that high five. Post time for game 3 with its 1 scratch and the high five now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai's a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage, 150 or better, and in the money percentage, 400 or better. I'm gonna finish every game that I get possible game point.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury.
And then I have another job. I play Jai-Alai.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to Jai-Alai. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train Jai-Alai players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field. If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Jai-Alai became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was Bueno and the trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the Jai-Alai program here at Magic City just a few years ago. And if you'd like to watch that documentary for yourself, you can head over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the Jai-Alai tab there, first button is Magic City Hustle. You click on that, it'll take you directly to the website. Or another way you can do it, type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. But either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can then make a purchase of that film for $5 and enjoy it from there as many times as you like. And game number 3 and the start of that high five. Now just 4 minutes away. You see 1,800 bet into it, plus over 1,100 in that carryover. We will be looking at over 2,000, well over, approaching 3,000 for that high five jackpot here in this Thursday afternoon performance. 1 scratch in this third game too. Fex post 4. Scratch Rebote, replace him with Ben. Game 3 post 4. Scratch Rebote and replace him with Ben.
With 4 minutes to go, an interesting question pops up in the chat. Always interesting question. Well, not always interesting questions. Often there are interesting questions. But it's titled A Fun Question. Thank you, Jai-Alai Channel. When I say 2 players played a great point, which player's name do I say and which one first? Oddly enough, it's sometimes a toss-up just between who I'm looking at. See, one of the benefits of not being in an announcer's booth, those of you who know Jai-Alai know that the announcer's booth are invariably next to the front wall or next to the back wall. Is being as part of the back wall is I actually make eye contact with a number of these players relatively frequently, and out of a habit of myself and JR running the practices, they'll often look at us like, how did I do? Or how is that? Or was that really out? They'll reflexively look at either JR or myself. Andrew, you've seen it.
Yeah, right.
They kind of reflexively look back here. So when 2 guys have done well, like in the matinee, that point between Jedden and Ben, that went on for maybe 10 throws or whatever it was absolutely terrific. they both did a good job. So realistically, it's whoever name rolls off my tongue first, or if one played a little bit better than the other one, like one made some spectacular saves, or so sometimes it's a question of drawing attention to the person who put forth the best effort.
Yeah.
But even sometimes it's like, let's say one of the players who isn't known for making many spectacular plays, like let's say a Fred or a Juice or Lamonte or whatever. You want to re-encourage them because you can hear it. Yeah. So yeah, if Lamonte, for instance, makes 3 or 4 catches in a row, throws the ball back, wins the point, yeah, I'm absolutely going to play that up. But there's really no rhyme or reason to whose name gets brought up first. It's just like I say every day. You watch the same thing we do. And it wouldn't make a difference if it was Goico and Lopez on this relatively small court. In fact, there's a video on YouTube where you can see Goico and Olheron playing on a short court with a glass wall. And there are some fantastic points in that partido between the two of them. They're absolutely great. So it doesn't really make a difference who's here. It's quality of play at the level that they're playing at. And I get enthused. Conversely, if someone does something that they absolutely positively should not do and they know they shouldn't do it, I'm inclined not to say something rude, but yeah, bring it to their attention. Like what are you thinking? Like before Carballo, when he had possible game point in matinee. Then he did that thing that he calls La Pistola or whatever the hell, some stupid name that he's got for it, where he catches it,
the quick
and
release.
The quick release, and the momentum of the ball brings his arm back, and he immediately fires it.
Old highlight.
Old highlight. And if you're close to the screen, you're afraid you're going to hit the screen. Maybe you can get away with it. When you're 5 feet from the screen and you do that, you blow possible game point. No, I'm probably going to say something about it because you got no business doing it. So that's what draws my attention. Is what same thing that draws your attention. We're all watching the same thing.
Oh, and now we have less than a minute till that third game. Final reminder of the scratch here. Effects post 4. You're going to scratch Lamonte and replace him with Ben. Aim 3, post 4, scratch Lamonte and replace him with Ben.
We're ready to begin game number 3. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 3 also begins the high 5 for this performance. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Diaz. Our first matchup has Diaz serving to Fred in the blue at post 2. There's the serve. We begin. Excellent pickup on the left side of Diaz. That's a great catch. Low and hard. Diaz makes the catch. Winds up. Costado to the inside beautifully. That stays about a foot from the side wall. Very nice. Diaz on the run. Makes the catch on the left side. 2-all. Fred read it. Stopped it on the left side. Overthrew the backhand. Feeds. Diaz. The rebote. Fred's got it. That hit the top of the pad. Point 1. Not a bad way to start off our third game. Here's the white shirt at post 3, El Barba. Diaz makes that forehand Rebote save off a miss reverse. Very nice. Diaz makes the Rebote. Nice save. Here's El Barba. Carambola scores. Well thrown. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt at post 4. This matchup has El Barba serving to Ben. Rebote comes to the left side of Ben. Ben cleared that overhead screen. El Barba stayed on top of the ball, followed it beautifully, returns it hard for a carambola. Low and hard to the inside, comes off the side wall. El Barba gets there. Here's Ben from the 10 line. Rebote just missed on the left side of El Barba, 0.4. Now receiving, black shirt of post 5. Juice. Catch, almost by Ben. Missed it on the forehand, 0.5. In this matchup, Juice will serve to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Tennessee. Bote left side by Juice. 2-all with a soft touch, but a big bounce. Tennessee catches it way to the outside at the 8 line. Juice makes a great catch in the middle of the court. Low and hard to the inside. Tennessee got there. Rebote comes to the 8 line. Turn from the left side of Juice into the lower pad. 0.6. On the court, ready to receive. Pink shirt of post 7. This matchup has Tennessee serving to Bueno. Rebote left side. Tennessee threw that one into the pad. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8. Jedin. Bueno moves up on the ball, takes it in the air just like he should. Beautiful catch. Forehand Rebote by Jedin, catch by Bueno. Bueno on the carom. That stayed in. Jedin, great legs, made the stop. Bueno had the pickup, then missed it on the forehand. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, post 2, Fred. Fred moves up to make the catch at the 8 line. Strong backhand. This Rebote is coming out to the 5 line. Thrown off the court by Jedin. 0.2. In this matchup, Fred serves to post 1, Diaz. Over serve, ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Cannot go past or touch the lines. 0.1. Diaz on the board with 3 points, serving to the 3 post. In the white shirt, we have El Barba. Rebote left side by Diaz. Catch by El Barba. Diaz picks it up on the left side nicely. Nice backhand by Diaz all the way back to the 11 line. Diaz on the forehand. That soft touch 2-all just missed. Hit the pad. 0.3. El Barba has 3 points. He serves the returning 4 post. Here's Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Catch by Ben. El Barba from the 11 line. Forehand. Ben makes the catch at the 10 line. Rebote left side. Hooked off the court. 0.4. Ben has 3 points. He serves to the black shirt at post 5, worn by Juice. Juice makes the catch on the right side. Low and hard. Scoop, but not held on to by Ben. Point 5. 5's on the board with 3 points, serving to post 6, Tennessee. Rebote left side by Juice. Here's Tennessee from the 7 line. Hard throw. Rebote left side by Juice. Cleared the overhead screen. Tennessee takes it on the forehand at the 10 line. Picata, the big bounce, goes up, brought down, but not held on to by Juice. Point 6. 6 is on the board with 3 points. Serving to post 7. Returning, we have Bueno. Forehand Rebote, not even close. Point 7. Here's post 8, Jedin. Jedin throws it hard from the right side. Bueno catches it in the air. Big backhand. This Rebote kicking all the way out to the 4 line. Turned beautifully to the inside by Jedin and scoring. Point 8. Beautiful throw. Jedin has 3 points. He serves the returning 2 post, Fred. Rebote left side to the outside. That's going to land in. And score. Point 8. Possible game point for Jedin in the purple shirt at post 8. Trying to stop him. Diaz, red shirt, post 1. Nice backhand by Diaz. Goes into the chula, but comes out for Rebote. Diaz on the catch. Hard forehand. Caught in the air by Jedin. Hard throw picked up on the forehand of Diaz. Diaz throws it to the inside. On Jedin's left. Catch by Diaz. He winds up. Outside he goes. Jedin stops it. Carambola returns. Stopped in a beautiful catch by Diaz. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Pair off and playoff for second and third place. 3 first serves to 4. Point 4. 5 serves to 6. Backhand by Tennessee, clears the overhead screen. Soft touch Rebote by Juice, not soft enough. Tennessee's got it. Blasts it back. Good catch by Juice. Low and hard to the inside, right where it should be, where it scores. Point 5. 7 now serves to 1. The winner of this point meets 4 and 5 in the continuing playoff for second and third. Nice backhand by Diaz. Good catch by Bueno. Good catch by Diaz. Karen by Diaz, though, off the court. Point 7. 4, 5, and 7. Play off for second and third. 4 first serves to 5. Long 2-all by Ben will score. Beautifully thrown. That is point and place 2. Post 4, Ben. 7 now serves to 5. This is playoff for third place. Over serve. Point and show. Post 5. Juice. Unofficial order of finish. 8-4-5. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 8, Jedden. Taking second, post 4, Benny was substituting for Lamonte. Coming in third, post 5, Juice. 8-4-5 is the official order of finish for Game number 3. There are your prices. The $2 quinella 4-8. That's first and second in any order. $20.40. 50-cent try, that's first, second, and third place finishing, $8.45, $530.60. And $2 wagered on the 8 to win returns $13.20. Up next, Game 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in our fourth game. Game 4 does begin the early pick 3, the first of our 2 pick 3s this afternoon. To play the pick 3, you correctly pick the winners of games 4, 5, and 6. Post time for Game 4 and the early pick 3 now just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
Welcome back to the Week 19 edition of the Magic City Jai-Alai Rebote Recap. We're entering the home stretch of the 2020 season, and Douglas's chances of repeating as singles champion continue to get better with each performance. The Wonder Boy built upon his already gargantuan lead atop the standings, totaling a roster-leading 11 wins to give him 117 for the year. Douglas now holds a 22-game advantage over Ron, who battled valiantly all week long to remain just a blip on the radar for first place. Number 12 showcased an impressive combination of lethal kill shots and stout defensive skills, which ultimately helped him secure 10 wins of his own in Week 19. With another standout effort, Ron was able to reaffirm his stronghold over second place to an astounding 28-game lead at 95 singles victories. Bueno remains in third place overall in that all-important final bonus money slot after a solid showing all week long. At 67 wins, Bueno maintains a 6-game lead over fourth place, Ben. The former Canes tight end couldn't regain that unworldly form from the previous week, struggling to get into a consistent and solid rhythm for the first serve. In the end, number 7 found the win column 3 times to go along with 4 places and 6 shows. As 2 of the hardest working pelotaris on the roster, look out for both Ben and Bueno to right the ship heading into the closing months of the season. And rounding out the top 5, we have the lovable fan favorite, Tennessee. Tennessee exhibited unparalleled catching skills to the tune of 3 wins. With his 55 victories, number 37 stands just 1 game ahead of Ikeda, who is hot on his heels and determined to climb the standings back into the bonus money. The Week 19 Golden Cesta goes to the Wonder Boy, Douglas. Number 13 kept up his unprecedented run, winning another 11 games with his devastating combination of power and finesse that had his opponents shaking their heads and making that dreaded walk back to the bench. In addition to his 11 victories, Douglas finished in the money in 22 of his 28 appearances throughout the week, a ridiculous clip of over 78%. For the year, the Wonder Boy has a winning percentage of 40% and in the money percentage of nearly 68%, and more importantly, a seemingly insurmountable total for the singles championship with his 117 wins. Congrats to Douglas on picking up his roster-leading 5th Golden Cesta of the 2020 season. While the start of the second doubles tournament is right on the horizon, Magic City once again continued with its one doubles game per performance this past week. Without the formidable duo of Lamonte and Douglas competing, we saw some of the most competitively balanced and intense doubles play we've seen all season. Only one team was able to capture more than one victory, and that was the super team of Anderluck and Kubala. This favorite lived up to the hype as Anderluck dominated in the front court with Kubala holding down the fort in the back with stellar defense. They finished with 2 wins to go along with 1 place and 1 show. Diaz and Carballo seemed to be refocused in Week 19, playing debatably their best team highlight since they linked up just a few weeks ago. Carballo led the way in the backcourt, but Diaz certainly held his own up front. This duo ended the week with a solid stat line of 1 win and 3 places. Juice and Ron Ron also stood out amongst the temporary pairings, collecting 4 total in the money finishes with 1 win, 1 place, and 2 shows in Week 19's limited doubles action. The regular doubles schedule should be getting underway again very soon, and given how much these players have all improved since the first tournament, it's shaking up to be the most fast-paced and hard-fought doubles championship yet. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners, LV Bustouts and BHS. These contestants will receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt in addition to a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performances in Week 19. Watch our weekly fantasy review on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on the winning Week 19 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. And that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Rebote play goes to number 8, Jedin. The former Super Bowl champion has started to turn a corner in his Jai-Alai career, making tremendous strides in all parts of his game since the beginning of the season. As one of the most competitive guys on the roster, it's tough to win a point against Jedin. That was on full display against Carballo, as Jedin did all he could to not only get a cesta on the ball, but ultimately managed to throw a picture-perfect off-balance Rebote 2-wall as he was falling to the ground that scored. Even though Jedin has developed one of the best Rebotes amongst Magic City Pelotaris, this type of Rebote save is just something you can't teach and requires a whole bunch of athleticism. Have a look for yourself in this dandy of a Rebote play of the week.
Backhand by Carballo. Jedin for the Rebote. Diving save. It's a 2-all. Wow. It will score. Well thrown.
And folks, the Rebote recap from last week, that was Week 19, brings us right up to the start of game number 4, the start of these true middle singles games here.
Ready to begin our 4th game. It's a spectacular 7. Singles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins the early pick 3, the first of our 2 pick 3s this afternoon. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Jedin. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Ben. Jedin serves. Game 4 has begun. That's a nice Rebote save right off the back wall thrown by Jedin. Rebote left side by Jedin. Catch by Ben. Jedin from the forehand to the inside. Catch by Ben. Rebote forehand by Jedin. Catch by Ben. Juggling on that catch. Ball ruled to have bobbled in the cesta. Ball must be caught and stopped when you make the catch. Point goes to the 1. Other than that, a well-played first point. Jedden first up on the board in our 4th game. That brings El Barber to the court. White shirt to post 3 for matchup number 2. Rebote to the inside. Jedden's there. Strong backhand. Jedden makes the catch. Rebote left side, just above the pad. Jedden moves up. Sends it back to pass. Rebote forehand played nicely to the inside. Interference called. The point will be replayed. Beautiful Rebote thrown by Jedden. Nice forehand Rebote by El Barba scores. Well thrown, point 3. In our next matchup, El Barba will serve to the green shirt at post 4. Here's Bueno. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Tennessee. And as assessed the ball went off the serve, point 3. In our next matchup, El Barba will serve 2. The yellow shirt at post 6 worn by Anderluck. Bote left side, saved by El Barba. Catch by Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside, caught by El Barba. Anderluck from the forehand. Pika, big bounce, goes up, brought down by El Barba. Catch by Anderluck. El Barba with a great catch at the 12 line. Here's Anderluck. Hard throw going for the 3-wall play. El Barba hung in there, made a very difficult rebote for El Barba. Carambola thrown off the court. Point 3. Perseverance paying off for El Barba there. He hung with that ball, got the point. Well earned. El Barba now serves to the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Bragley. Almost. It was a good effort. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, we have Diaz.
This motherfucker here act like he can't understand.
Diaz makes a good catch off a good serve by Bragley. Backhand sails to the outside. Oh, my. Okay, point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Ben, first to return on the blue post 2 in the second round. Backhand to the outside. Wow. Ben worked his butt off to try to make that rebote. Diaz got there, did not overthrow it. Into the chula it goes. Ben made the save. That ball's in play. Here's Diaz from the 8 line. Diaz gets it back. Ben catches it in the air. Low to the inside. Diaz on the forehand. Carom by Diaz lands in. Lands in and scores. Point 8. A well-fought point by Diaz and Ben. Point 8. 8 on the board with 3 points, serving to post 1. Jedin. Nice pickup on the forehand of Diaz. Forehand, play to the sidewall. Great catch by Jedin. Rebote left side, back to the inside. Good catch by Jedin. Jedin was trying to throw it outside, threw it right up the middle. Carom, this one too hard. That's off the court. Point 1. One on the board with 3 points, serving to post 4. Returning, we have Bueno. Two-all comes in low. Jedin makes the catch. Sends it back low. Rebote left side. Bono makes the save. Here's Jedin. Hard throw by Jedin. Picked off in the air by Bueno. Hard throw to the outside. Caught by Bueno. Bueno's Carom caught the top of the pad. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirt at post 1. Jedin trying to stop him. Post 5, Tennessee. Nice backhand by Tennessee. 2-all with the soft touch. Jesus. You all right? One game, post 1. Jedin. No playoff here. 3 places, 8 shows. Well, Tennessee appears okay after going head first into the screen and then flipping around in the screen. Results from Game 4 official. 138 is the official result from game number 4. And there are your prices. $2 Quinella, 1-3. That's first and second in any order. $30.60. The trifecta, 138. First, second, and third place finishing $673.40. $2 wagered on 1 to win, returning $14.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 5th game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 5. Post time for game number 5, now just 6 minutes away. Good luck.
Shout out to this week's Fantasy Highlight winners, LV Bustouts and BHS. These two entries solidified the victory at a total of 175 points with the roster of singles players Douglas, Elbarba, and Jedin, and doubles pairing of Elbarba and Bradley. The winning teams ended with a strong closing performance on the final day of the week, finishing in a tie atop the standings. These contestants were willing to splurge the $11 to draft Douglas, the Wonder Boy, who responded by tallying 11 wins for a roster-high 83-point fantasy output. The only other player that came even remotely close to Douglas's performance was the $10 player Ron, who scored an impressive 77 points of his own. After having spent more than half the budget on just one player, these teams needed to find tremendous value in their remaining selections. So they chose the combination of Jedin at $5 and Elbarba at $4, who dominated the stat sheet in the early games all week long, finishing in 4th and 5th respectively amongst the roster in total points. Jedin rebounded nicely after a lackluster performance in Week 18, finding the win column 5 times to go along with 5 places and 4 shows for a solid 48-point effort. As a $5 price tag, the former Kane and Super Bowl champ outscored 6 higher or equally priced Pelotaris, including Ikeda at $8, Ben at $7, and Carballo at $7. Elbarba also put together quite the strong showing in Week 19, exhibiting a high level of focus and competitiveness that helped him get his play back on track. Number 77 ended with 5 wins, 40 fantasy points, and even more impressively outperformed 9 higher or equally priced players. Talk about some great value from the beard. With only $1 remaining to select a doubles pairing, the winning contestants chose the duo of Elbarba and Bradley, who had limited experience playing with one another. This lack of familiarity showed on the court and in the stat sheet as these two struggled to get into any sort of rhythm. They earned just 4 points on 2 shows, but in the end, the full team output was still too much for the rest of the field to overcome. LV Bustouts and BHS will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt plus a share of the $150 cash prize. It's important to note that cash prizes will remain unlocked for the duration of the season as long as there are 150 or more active teams in the league. And it doesn't end there. If the league reaches 200 members, the weekly prize money will increase yet again to $200. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just sign up for free at fantasyhighlight.com, pick your players, and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel. The more people who play, the more money to be won, so please help us spread the word. And remember, every week is a brand new chance to update your team and win. You can find more details regarding the Fantasy League on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyhighlight.com.
And congratulations to last week's Fantasy Highlight winners. 2 entries tied atop those standings, LV Bustouts and BHS. Congratulations. You will get a share of that $150 cash prize in addition to a piece of Magic City gear. Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt will be coming your way. You have been contacted regarding those prizes. And
question forwarded from the Jai-Alai Channel regarding number of judges. Yes, it is absolutely positively legal and verified by the state, who of course regulates everything that we do, that we are able to have 1 judge when necessary. We try not to go over the health considerations of our judges, but we have had, it's been no secret, I've been very honest, we've had a number of players and judges who've been dealing with COVID in one form or another. And we do have a judge out today. We're unable to have 2 judges. So when necessary, and only when necessary, we can have 1 judge on our massive 120-foot court.
All right, good. Well, along, and just showed that Fantasy Highlight review there, folks, and along with the Jai-Alai Channel's free-to-play Fantasy Highlight, we announced a couple days ago, but we're excited to announce that Fantasy Jai-Alai has been picked up by one of the major players in fantasy sports, and that is PrizePicks.com. PrizePicks offers a unique fantasy sports platform that, unlike other sites, allows you to mix and match a variety of different sports. And for a limited time, we're able to offer special incentives to our Fantasy Jai-Alai players. Go to PrizePicks.com, use the referral code JAI, that's J-A-I, when you sign up. You will receive a 25% bonus match in your deposit and a free 3-pick entry that can win you $50. And here's where it gets even more interesting, Stu. If you send us a picture of your computer or phone screen as proof that you use the referral code JAI there, you will qualify for a double cash prize if you win a week of the Jai-Alai Channel's Fantasy Highlight in the 2020 or 2021 season. So sign up at prizepicks.com. Use the referral code HI, J-A-I, when you sign up. Take a picture of that screen before you click submit to sign up. If you do that, that's how you double the cash prize when you win a week of our Fantasy Highlight. Plus, of course, you get a 25% bonus deposit match, a free 3-pick entry to get you started on Prize Picks. So, of course, it's a win-win. Sign up at Prize Picks. That's Prize Picks, PICKS.com today. And that brings us right up to the start. Game number 5.
Ready to begin our 5th game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. It's played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Ikeda. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Kubala. There's the serve. We begin game 5. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Kubala. Ikeda sets at the 9 line. Forehand Rebote hooked and low. Point 2. In our second matchup of the 5th game, we have Kubala serving to the white shirt of post 3. Here's Jedden. Beautiful forehand throw by Jedden. Rebote missed on the forehand of Kubala at the 6th line. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Anderluck.
The ball is hot.
Picada big time. Big Picada scores from the forehand of Anderluck. High to the front wall, thrown from the right side for a big bounce. Well executed, point 4. Black shirt at post 5, El Barba receives. Ball tipped off the serve, point 4. Entering the court, the yellow shirt of post 6. This matchup has Anderluck serving to Carballo. Carballo from the left side at the 13 line. Forehand Rebote by Anderluck. Catch by Carballo. He winds up, clipped the sidewall, caught in the air by Anderluck. He goes deep. Left side, again clipping the sidewall. Anderluck catches another one in the air, firing it inside. This one scores, point 4. In our next matchup, Anderluck will serve to the pink shirt of post 7 worn by Bueno. Good catch by Bueno off a good serve by Anderluck. That ball cleared the overhead screen. Anderluck hustles out to make the forehand Rebote. That got a chunk of the side wall. Anderluck gets back in there at the 9 line. There's the reverse. Caught on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno to the inside. Picked up by Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep. That touched the overhead screen. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Bragley. Bragley takes it on the forehand off the serve at the 11 line. Here's Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote forehand by Bragley back to the inside. Bueno cuts it off in the air. Bragley cuts that one off in the air. Bueno from the 9 line on the right side. Back to the inside, he throws it. Forehand Rebote by Bragley. Catch by Bueno, a difficult catch and a particularly tough carom to throw right on the sidewall. That didn't work for Bueno. Point goes to the 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red shirt of post 1 in the second round, we have Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Bragley. Ikeda looks for the rebote. Fell short from the forehand, point 8. Bragley has 3 points. He serves the returning 2 post, Kubala. Nice backhand by Kubala. Good catch by Bragley. Cut that off in the air. Returns it from the forehand. Kubala throws it back to the inside. Bragley scoops it up high on the right side. Powerful forehand comes way out to the Rebote. Rebote turned at the 4 line by Kubala. Bragley moved out of the way for Kubala. Bragley's going to look for Rebote. Difficult Rebote save. Off the court. Point 2. Kubala's on the board with 3 points, serving to the 3 posts. Returning in the white shirt, we have Jedin. Catch by Jedin. Nice backhand. Point 3. In this matchup, Jedin serves to the black shirt of post 5, worn by El Barba. Jedin missed it on the forehand. Gives it a second chance on the backhand. Rebote missed that. Point 5. El Barba has 2 points. He serves to Carballo, wearing the yellow shirt of post 6. Strong backhand. A little too strong. That hit the overhead screen. Point 5. Barber's on the board with 4 points. Here's post 4. Anderluck. Good effort by El Barba to try to make that Rebote. Point goes to the 4. That gives Anderluck possible game point here in the green shirt of post 4. On the court trying to stop him. The pink of post 7. Bueno. Anderluck from the 10 line. Powerful throw. That scores. Point in game. Post for Anderluck. Four wins it 5 places, 8, 2, and 3 playoff for third place, 8 first serves to 2. Backhand by Kubala. Rebote kicks way out and scores. Point 2. Possible show point for Kubala. Trying to stop him post 3. Jedin. It's a beautiful serve by Kubala. Goes nice and deep to the corner. Catch by Kubala. Hard throw. Caught by Jedin. Swing and a miss by Jedin. Point and a third place finish for post 2, Kubala. Unofficial order finish 4-5-2. Your prices will be up in just a moment. Results from Game 5 are official as posted. Coming in first, post 4. Anderluck taking second, post 5. El Barba coming in third, post 2. Kubala. 4-5-2 is the official result from Game 5. And there are the prices. My oh my. $2 Quinella, 4-5, $113.20. $2 trifecta. That's first, second, and third place finishing $927.20. $2 wagered on 4 to win, returning $20.80. Some interesting prices there. That 4-5. I mean, the 4-5-2
Quinella combination. That's
tough trifecta combination,
yeah,
but this particular group of players, that was interesting. So, Andrew, let's say we move on to Game 6. What do you think?
Yes. These feature singles games, and to say that the play in these feature games were very good. Kind of an interesting day here, but I think we're going to get these guys back on track for this later game because Ron played particularly well coming out of post 2, but Douglas, no wins in the matinee, so you know he's going to be firing to get number 1.
Do you mean interesting in a good way or interesting in, I'd rather say something else, but I'm going to say interesting?
We're going to say, yeah, we're going to go with the
2?
We're going to go with the latter.
You're going to go with 2?
Just a lot of... I mean, I think the best word to describe it, a little wild. I think guys not comfortable yet with the week. Maybe it's first day jitters. I don't know what's going on.
There is no one player that's dominating. I will say that in the games that they play. And consistently, though, throughout the day, we've seen Ben play very well.
Yes.
We've seen Jedin play very well. We've seen El Barba play with play well and with a very high degree of intensity. I would say coming out of El Barba.
Yeah.
Anderluck was lost in the matinee. He certainly came back around in that last one. Now we move into the games that have both Ron and Douglas. So, and then it's just a question, are we going to see Carballo concentrate or not?
Yes. He showed signs of last week. Towards the end of that week, really was focusing in his play. I mean, it is seriously night and day. You could really tell when he's focused out there, and today just seems to be a little bit erratic, but long week to go here. This is only the second performance of a 6-performance week, so this guy's got a lot of time to get back on track.
That's right. No Saturday evening.
No more Saturday.
No more Saturday evening. It's the one thing I like, and Scott went, oh, Stu likes it? Okay, we're not doing it anymore. I mean, I was outside of his office person. I said, do you think that the guy thinks that maybe he could just say it quietly and not say it out loud? No, that's Stu's favorite performance ever in the history. Yeah, we're not doing it anymore. So, well, okay, that's fine.
Next year.
Absolutely.
2021, we got to wait.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't even know. I mean, that's all rumor.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not saying anything official here.
I mean, I'm lucky that it doesn't start the performances at 10 a.m.
So we're going to get the 8 a.m. start. Don't know how the guys would appreciate that.
Next week, tune in when we find out. No, just kidding. We had our last Saturday eating performance, so now we have 4 p.m. on Saturday, 12 p.m. on Sunday.
That's it. Only 6 performances on the week, so weekend pretty thin in terms of the highlight. You just get those 2 performances on Saturday, but you get a bulk of it here on this Thursday and then tomorrow on Friday. So make sure to tune in. There's many
I'm still going to say that the best highlight that the best highlight of the week is probably still going to be that Saturday afternoon performance. The guys play a lot of highlight on Thursday. They play a lot of highlight on Friday. They're able to sleep in.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Best
and
announcer day.
And I said they. Yes, they are able to sleep in. I wasn't referring to myself. No, as long as there's medication in the pharmacy, I'll find a time to sleep. I mean, that's really just kind of the way that it works, but...
Sometimes I'm at a loss for words. Well, we got Game 6.
Did I even introduce Game 6? I don't think I did.
I don't even know. We just got right into the chop-up. I don't know if we...
Well, it is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There's just less than 4 minutes to begin Game 6.
And you see those will pays up on your screen for the pick 3. Some decent payouts there. One over $1,900. Figure that's a $1 price. But still, a couple nice payouts. The 5 and the 7 giving right around $2,000 off of $2. So $1,000 off of 1. Not bad at all. And it is, we have about 3 minutes until we get into that 6 game now. And for those new fans who perhaps joining us here for the first time at this juncture of the performance, well, here it is again. We'll explain in simpler terms how the sport of highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that 6 game is now just 2 minutes away. Said that those feature singles games 6, 8, and 9, dominated by Ron. And that earlier performance tends to come out of the gates pretty hot there this week. Just another example of that. 3 wins for him in his 3 appearances. So looking to add to that total here in these afternoon appearances. Only 3 of them for Douglas and Ron alike. So 1 less game than they have been getting for the past couple of weeks now. But still 19 games behind is Ron. He had a great matinee, but still 19 games separates 1 and 2 in those standings. Douglas 117 singles wins, approaching the 120 mark, and Ron 98 singles wins for him. Cut into that lead a little bit, but still 19 games separates the top 2. Douglas be hard pressed to believe that he'd give away that type of a lead here with just about 2.5 months left in the season. But Ron been playing very well and approaching the 100 win mark, just 2 away at 98, and holding on to that third bonus money slot there. You have Bueno. 71 wins there for Bueno, eclipsed the 70 win mark. He's got 4 wins already this week. He's in the lead for that golden cesta. Still very early, but Bueno been playing very nicely on a day where a lot of guys have struggled out there. Game 6 coming up right now.
We're ready to begin game number 6. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Ikeda serves in the red shirt at post 1. Ron receives in the blue at post 2. Ikeda served the ball, and we begin game 6. Ron moves up, but missed it. Point 1. Ikeda first up on the board in our 6th game. That brings to the court the white shirt at post 3, Kubala. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt at post 4. Here's Carballo. Carballo from the left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote to the inside. Here's Carballo. Powerful costado to the inside. Carballo turns the Rebote. That touched the overhead screen. Out of play, point 4. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Bragley. Carballo from the left side. He goes deep. Rebote kicks all the way to the 3 line. Turned hard by Bragley. What a catch by Carballo. Carballo just places it on the left side of Bragley to score. Good catch by Carballo. Good throw. Point 4. Now receiving. Yellow shirt at post 6, Anderluck. Rebote fired by Carballo. He gets up. Anderluck throws the carom. That scores. Well thrown by Anderluck. Point 6. This matchup, we have Anderluck serving to the pink shirt at post 7, worn by Ben. Excellent serve by Anderluck. That's a great catch by Ben. Anderluck from the forehand. Carom scores beautifully. Well thrown by Anderluck. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, we have Douglas. Excellent over serve. Over serve by Douglas. Point 8. By Anderluck, rather. First round's complete. All matchups are double. First to return, post 2, Ron. Rebote left side by Douglas. Catch by Ron. 2-all by Douglas. Red and stopped by Ron. Ron gets the right side back into play. Douglas throws it low and hard. Ron makes the catch. Rebote forehand. Caught a little deep in the cesta. Ron took his eye off the ball and missed it on the forehand. Point 8. Douglas on the board with 3 points, serving to the returning 1 post, Ikeda. Catch by Douglas at the 9 line. Hard forehand throw. Rebote left side. Picked up by Douglas. Scoop! by Ikeda. That was a beautiful catch. Catch by Ikeda at the 9 line. Back to the inside. Douglas looks for the Rebote. Plays it from the left side. Scoop by Ikeda. Cortada by Ikeda. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas goes deep. Rebote forehand. Too high. That hit the overhead screen. Other than that, a well-played point by Douglas and Ikeda. Point 8. Straight point, straight possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8, Douglas. On the court trying to stop him, the white of post 3, Kubala. Forehand Rebote missed at the 8 line, point 3. Play will continue. 3 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5. Bragley. Nice backhand by Kubala. Point 5. Five serves, post 4, Carballo. Rebote right up the middle. Carballo's there. Carballo fires one. That scores. Hard thrown ball, point 4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 7, Ben. Good catch by Ben off a good serve by Carballo. Carballo sets up for the Rebote on the left side. Right up the middle, caught by Ben. Ben low and hard to the inside. Rebote forehand by Carballo. He saves it to keep it in play. Here's Ben from the 4 line. 3-wall play. Carballo looks for the Rebote. Beautiful Rebote play to the inside. Rebote missed, point 4. Possible game point here for the green shirt of post 4, Carballo. Trying to stop him. Yellow shirt of post 6, Anderluck. Beautiful throw by Anderluck to pass. Forehand Rebote to pass by Carballo. Anderluck sets up, swing and a miss on the forehand Rebote. Point and game to the green shirt of post 4, Carballo. No playoff here. 8 places, 3 shows. Unofficial order finish 4-8-3. Results from Game 6 are official. Coming in first, post 4, Carballo. Taking second, post 8, Douglas. Coming in third, post 3, Kubala. 4-8-3 is the official order of finish for game number 6. And we'll have your prices up in a moment. I said a moment, looked up. There they were. The pick 3, the early pick 3, 1-4-4. 3 of 3 numbers returning $491.20. That's a little more like it. $2 wagered on 4 to win, returning $20.80. Quinella 4-8, first and second in any order, returning $42. Trifecta 4-8-3, $385 even. Up next, Game 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Next game is played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 7 begins the late pick 3 and closes out the high 5. There is a scratch. Game 7, post 8, scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Game 7, post 8, scratch Lamonte, replace Lamonte with Vuelo. Game 7, post 8 is now Vuelo playing with Douglas. Post time for Game 7 is 6 minutes away.
My goal going into this season is probably just playing a little bit more calmer. And also another thing I want to work on is not beating myself. You know, just do simple better. You know, just catch the ball, throw the ball one more time than my opponent. And don't make any unforced errors. I mean, I have a mantra that I tell myself all the time where, you know, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Honestly, my favorite thing about Jai-Alai is just the speed of the sport. My intensity, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about 2,000.
And there was Carballo there getting the win in game number 6. And we'll say Carballo rebounded from his play last week, just the beginning of the week. Aside, everyone knows here, we've talked about it at length, just was not Carballo. Maybe Teggy, don't even know if it was Teggy there, but this week, come back strong. Stat sheet a little better than indicates a little better how he's been playing. 1 win, 1 place, and 1 show. So he's been in the money 3 of his 6 appearances thus far this week. So Carballo much better than week 19 and the way he's been playing probably the last about a month and a half or so. And on the season for him, finished 3rd place, Carballo did. 3rd place in the single standings last year. He's all the way down in 11th place overall. He's got a lot of ground to make up. Seems particularly unlikely at this point in the season here. He's got 27 games to catch Bueno, who's in 3rd. And the way Bueno's been playing, he's gotten some sub-appearances and played well in those games. So it's going to be awfully tough to get back into the top 3. But Carballo certainly, I'll say, certainly getting in a much better groove than he's been in the 2020 season, certainly the last few weeks of it. We have Game 7 coming up 6 minutes from now. You see those will pays for the high 5. And I was going to say, Stuart, Quick Glance didn't think anybody had a ticket alive, and that is the case here. Tough day for the bettors out there.
It's not a tough day. It's a good day for them tomorrow. They'll be well over $3,000.
It's going to be a big pot there tomorrow.
We may be chasing $4,000 in the high 5.
I can't remember.
Who doesn't want more money? I know I do, but I have a terrible manager. You got the great manager. You got an office with a view. You don't just have like a closet that they threw 2 walls around and all of a sudden they say, oh, there's your office.
No.
You have a view. You have a view of greenery.
I will say, where your office is, you could be... No one could even know that you exist.
That is
where
the high.
are.
I prefer it that way. That's the Jai-Alai office. That is not Stu Nyman's office. There's no secretary. There's no coffee maker. There's no. I don't really drink coffee. There's no soda fountain. All the things that I was willing to hold out for. Seriously, sit in the parking lot and hold my breath until I get it.
I was going to say, the last time I was in that office, hard to believe, is
the Jai-Alai office.
March?
The Jai-Alai office is a beautiful office.
It is brand new, very decorative, very themed. When holidays, there. Put up some snowflakes.
There is nothing that I own in there. There is nothing. That's not Stu's office. It's the Jai-Alai office.
Just hung up on the not Stu's office, but hey, at this rate, 3 years in, I think you've earned it.
It literally does have that view. I would argue is nicer than your offices.
Yeah, I'd say if the dogs were still running, I would have a great view. Just be looking out, doing some work, and then you can still hear people from inside that sports club there betting on dogs or horses. That's people get pretty passionate in there. So you'll just be working and you'll hear...
So you screwed up my whole dramatic plea for better conditions for my employment. You let people know...
I've got horrible working.
You let people know that there is an office that I can go to. For the record, it's not Stu's office. No. It is the Jai-Alai office. It is the Jai-Alai office. When we have to have a serious conversation, that's where we go.
Had one conversation. That was the only time I've been in the office, I will say.
Let's walk over there. Oh, because here where we play Jai-Alai, I mean, it's, no privacy. Nowhere.
No. Especially where the guys are now, when they're out there in the crowd. And unfortunately, at this point in the season, we got 2.5 months? No, I keep saying 2.5. It's 1.5. Off on the math here. We're in September. Hardness. Middle of September. But yeah, only a month and a half left to 2020. That's why it's so surprising there that high five is carried over 2 times in a performance. I don't know when the last time, throw that out there, I don't know when the last time that was. But the high five, we said there, been hit about a third of the time. I think the numbers indicated it 1/3 of the time in the season as a whole. So the fact that it carried over in 2 performances in a row, I think it's pretty unlikely. But still, even with that, still the most generous jackpot wager in all of Pyramid.
It is. There's absolutely no question that it is. We only have 2 minutes to go. Don't we have a video or something we could show? Do we have to keep yapping?
Got nothing for Game 7. Because you got the high five prices that roll across. People, you know what? Say you want to see the high five prices? There you go. 3 of 5, 4 of 5.
I don't want to see the high five prices. I have nothing to do with them.
The bettors are interested. Especially if there was 1,800 bet into it today. I mean,
it is funny that there are people out there who think that I am kidding about never having placed a bet on Highlight. I literally have never placed a bet on
You are not
Highlight.
acting about how clueless you. Well, I wouldn't say clueless. You very much know the verbiage and the terminology, but
the only thing I had to know is when the person at the front desk would call because there was a customer wanting to speak with the manager on duty about a missed punch ticket or something like that. Or a hot dog that didn't taste right, or a hamburger that was those. Well, I've already said that multiple times. Yeah, those calls to the restaurant with someone who's not happy with their food. It's customer service. You got to do it, but it's like, dude, you ate 3/4 of the hamburger, and now you want a full refund plus like something else.
Yeah.
Could you have not told after the second bite that you didn't like it?
First bite.
Right. You know, I've eaten more than 3/4 of this and decided you should pay for it. What? Really? Seriously? We already paid for it once. Then you bought it, and now you don't like it. What am I supposed to do with that?
I was gonna say not.
I think I only said that one time in Ocala Highlight. Yeah,
rightfully so. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, the guy had clipped me like 3 or 4 times. It was like the 4th. Of course, they call and, sir, how may I help you? You do the whole professional routine, and then it's like, no, all the French fries are gone, the hamburger is gone. We're really talking about, So what did I do? I refunded him 1/4 of what he paid for it.
That is.
He wasn't happy.
That is very stupid.
That's a lot. But there's a lot.
It's like, okay, you had 1/4.
No problem. I'll refund what you didn't eat. And that's how we resolved it. I don't think I got called out on that. I don't think so. No. I was manager on duty that day. Said, no, look, you ate 3/4 of it. There's 1/4 left. I'll take the 1/4 back, and please tip on the full amount.
Unbelievable.
Alrighty.
Quick clarification before we get into it, Stu. It is 2.5 months of the season. I just at this point in the day, the math.
Wow.
It is 2.5 months. It does end November 30th.
We're ready to begin our 7th game. It's our one and only doubles game. Played at 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving the red shirts post 1, we have Juice and Ron receiving blue post 2, Diaz and Carballo. Here's the serve. Our 7th game has begun. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our 7th game. Here are the white shirts at post 3. Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. Tejada to the inside. Ron knows it's his ball. Wow, everybody's getting killed on that one. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Let's try that again. Bueno picks the serve to the outside. Throws a carom. Juice read it. Stops it. Returns a carambola. That scores on the second bounce. Well played by Juice. Point 1. Bring to the court the green shirts of post 4, El Barba and Bragley. Point 4. Black shirts at post 5 receive. Fred and Ikeda. Hard throw to the inside by Ikeda. Gets over Bragley's head on the right side and scores. 0.5. Yellow shirts at post 6 taking the court. Anderluck and Kubala. Kubala makes the catch on the left side. Ikeda from the 12 line. Ball tipped by Kubala at the 10 line, 0.5. Here are the pink shirts of post 7, Jedden and Ben. Under serve. 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirts at post 8, substituting for Lamonte in the front court is Wello. Douglas receives in the back court. Douglas from the 9 line off the serve. Here's Ben. Rebote by Vuelo. It's a 2-all. Stopped by Jedden. Carom by Jedden. Well thrown. And scoring. 0.7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round have Diaz and Carballo. Diaz picks Jedden's serve. The soft touch 2-all is going to score. Diaz aggressively rubbing it into Jedden, saying, serve it on me again, serve it on me again. 0.2. Here's the white shirts of post 3, Bueno in Tennessee. Catch by Tennessee. No, Daryl. Don't do that. No. 0.2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1. Juice and Ron receive. Great catch by Carballo. Nice backhand. Ron lets it pass. Makes the rebote. Diaz by himself. Got it. Returns it high. Into the chick-chack. Ron goes to the floor to make the save. Carballo calls for the catch. He's got it. Nice backhand. Rebote comes to Juice. Juice missed it. 0.2. Possible game point for the blue shirts of post 2. Diaz and Carballo trying to stop them. In the green shirts of post 4, El Barba and Bragley. El Barba picks the serve, rifles the reverse. Great catch by Carballo at the 13 line. Nice backhand. Here's Bragley at the 12 line. Scoop by Carballo. Hard throw. Will score for the win. That is point and game, ladies and gentlemen, for the blue shirts of post 2, Diaz and Carballo. 2 wins at 5, 7, and 1 are playing off for second and third place. 5 first serves, 2-7. Ben on the backhand, hard to the inside. Great catch by Ikeda. Jedden on the forehand at the 8 line. Outside placement, stopped by Ikeda, and a great catch. Picada will score for Ikeda, 0.5. Possible place point for post 5. Fred and Ikeda trying to stop them. Juice and Ron. Excellent catch by Ikeda behind the 13 line. Hard throw follows. That's a great catch by Ron. Ikeda from the right side. Outside placement, scooped up by Juice. Great catch by Ikeda. Ikeda from the left side, caught on the forehand of Ron. Ron hard to the inside. Ikeda's there. Ikeda goes deep and scores. Point and place to post 5. Fred and Ikeda. This is a playoff for third place, 7 serves to 1. Point and show to post 7. (257) is the official order of finish for game number 7. Results are official from Game 7. Coming in first, post 2, Diaz and Carballo. Taking second, post 5, Fred and Ikeda. Coming in third, post 7, Jedden and Ben. 257 is the official order of finish for Game number 7. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. There's the high five, 814-42, 4 or 5 numbers, returning $773.60. Carryover jackpot, $1,952.80. So, safe to say that beginning with the 12 p.m. performance tomorrow, we will be going for at least $3,000.
At least.
In the high five. 3,000. Do I hear 4,000?
It's up to the public.
That's right. It is very much up to the public. $2 Quinella, 2.5, $63. That's first and second in any order. 50-cent try, 257, $987.75. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 8. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 8. It concludes the Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8 is just 6 minutes away.
I know I'm better at singles. I have more success in singles, but I learn more from doubles. I walk away with a lot more life lessons, and they stick with me, I'm telling you, late into the night, and those lessons they've stuck with me. Doubles it's kind of like what do you want and what do you need? Playing doubles, you're definitely having to trust on each other. You're trying to rely on each other, and it's just a lot like a marriage. It's compromise. It's days where you're like, wow, this person's crazy, but maybe you can't express that. You can't tell them that. You got to tell them, hey, I'm with you. I'm gonna stick by you. You know, I got your back. You know, no worries. Even though maybe in your head you're like, what was this person thinking? you know, like they say, as iron sharpens iron, so friend sharpens friend. And that's what you find in doubles. You find that, you know, you and your partner, you make each other better. And it's hard, but you walk out a better person.
Outside placement from Poole. Asier goes back for the Rebote diving, and that's a 2-ball and lands just in. That will score.
Goes in from the 4 line. Outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a Rebote save on the left side. Stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful Rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save.
Wow.
Just lobbed it up under his arm. Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. El Barba on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. Somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic Rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it scores. That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable Rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Willow. That's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And folks, you saw Diaz there and the top 10 Rebotes from the 2019 season last year here at Magic City Jai-Alai. That pairing of Diaz and Carballo on the board there, picking up the win in game number 7. Last week, they had a win in 3 places, so certainly showing a bunch of improvement from how they played together a few weeks before. And now we're back into singles. 2 more games to close out the action here on this Thursday.
Let's say we begin game 8. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Carballo. And receiving in the blue at post 2, much to his surprise, is Carballo. Oh, Ben. Yeah, Ben's in red shirt at post 1. I was distracted by Carballo. Sorry about that, Ben. Go ahead and serve. Get it in. Ben serves. We begin. Game 8. Good catch by Ben. Rebote. Rebote to the outside and off the court. Point 2. Carballo first up on the board in our 8th game. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Anderluck. Backhand by Anderluck. Rebote forehand. Played to pass by Carballo. Beautifully thrown Rebote. Nice Rebote save at the sidewall. Good catch by Carballo. Back to the inside. Anderluck, forehand Rebote. Stop, but not held on to by Anderluck. Point 2. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ikeda. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ikeda. Rebote forehand, thrown hard to pass by Carballo. Rebote save by Ikeda. Carballo on the catch. There's the reverse, caught in the air by Ikeda. Scoop attempt tipped. Point 4. Ikeda now serves the black shirt at post 5, Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Ikeda at the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Bueno over the top. Catch by Ikeda. Pika. Stopped by Bueno. Forehand Rebote fired from the forehand of Ikeda. Bueno gets it. Catch by Bueno. He winds up. Back to the inside. Ikeda's there. Ikeda goes deep. Forehand Rebote by Bueno. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote thrown into the pad. Point 4. On the court, ready to receive. The yellow shirt at post 6, Douglas. Nice backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Karen by Douglas. Scores. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive. Pink shirt, post 7. Ron receives. Underserve. My, oh my. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Ron. There's the backhand. Kubala from the right side. Back to the inside it goes. Rebote forehand. Up, and away. 0.7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the red shirt of post 1, Ben. Rebote left side by Ben. Falls short of the front wall. 0.7. That gives Ron 4 points. He serves the returning 3 post, Anderluck. Forehand Rebote thrown hard by Ron, caught by Anderluck. Anderluck from the forehand. Ball tipped, 0.3. 3 on the board with 2 points, serving to post 2, Carballo. Forehand Rebote thrown nicely by Anderluck. Good catch by Carballo. Backhand by Carballo. Rebote by Anderluck. Carballo makes the forehand catch. High forehand. Passes out to the Rebote. Anderluck with the diving save. Just missed. 0.2. Carballo's on the board with 4 points. Receiving Bueno. Post 5. The black shirt. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Rebote fired to the inside by Carballo. Bueno on the backhand. Carballo, forehand. Bueno takes it in the air. Karam scores. Well thrown, 0.5. Bueno is now serving the returning 4 post, Ikeda. Point 5. Receiving, post 6. The yellow shirt, Douglas. Forehand Rebote by Bueno. Catch by Douglas. Catch on the forehand of Bueno. Karam by Bueno. That was ruled in. Here is Bueno. Cortada. Good pickup by Douglas. Douglas plays it low. Bueno's got it. Bueno goes deep. Scoop by Douglas. Hard throw. Caught by Bueno. Bueno to the inside. Caught by Douglas. Douglas goes deep. 0.6. In this matchup, Douglas serves to the returning 8 post, Kubala. Forehand rebote by Douglas. Catch by Kubala. Kubala flips it back into play, and it scores. Point 8. Here's post 1. Ben. Good pickup by Kubala at the 11 line. Nice backhand. Catch by Kubala. Low and hard. Caught by Ben. Ben with the nice backhand. Rebote. Played from the left side of Kubala. Scoop by Ben. Beautifully on the right side. Throws a carom. Doesn't open up. Kubala's got it. Ben moves up on the ball at the 7 line, takes it on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Rebote left side by Kubala. Clip the side wall. Ben picks it up behind him in a beautiful catch on the right side. Kubala going for the diving save. Just missed. Point 1. Well played by Kubala and Ben. Ben is on the board with 2 points, serving to post 7. Ron. Rebote missed by Ben, point 7. Possible game point for the pink shirt at post 7. Ron trying to stop him. Anderluck. Rebote left side by Ron. Catch by Anderluck at the 9 line. Hard to the inside he goes. Ron plays the Rebote. Anderluck on the catch. Here's Ron. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Ron moves to the outside, makes the save. Anderluck tip, the ball moving up on it. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen. Pink shirt of post 7. Ron. 2 serves to 5. This is a playoff for second and third place. Catch on the forehand of Carballo. Bueno going in for it. Missed it, Aide. Point and place to post 2. 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-5. Results from Game 8 are official. Coming in first, post 7, Ron. Taking second, post 2, Carballo. Coming in third, post 5, Bueno. 7-5 is the official order finish for game number 8. We'll have your prices up in just a moment.
I think, Stu, that's a pretty good example of how tough these later games are getting for, Douglas getting everyone's best shot there. He played his tail off. That 1 point was going all across the court to just remain in. That wasn't game point, and then it's just one little bounce that seats him. And then with Ron up there, when he's got 4 points, all he's got to do is win 2 more. It's pretty tough given his his win percentage and his closeout percentage when he gets back around that second time.
Regardless the size of the court that it's played on, Jai-Alai ultimately a game of inches.
Absolutely.
The Mighty Ocho, 3 of 8 numbers, returning $5.10. $2 Quinella 2-7, first and second in any order, $20.20. Trifecta, that's first, second, and third place finishing. 141.80. $2 wagered on 7 to win. Turns $12.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is this afternoon's 9th and final game. It's a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Next game is played to 9. That's 9 points. All points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 9. It will close out the late pick 3 and provide you with your only superfecta wagering opportunity in today's performance. Post time for Game 9 is 6 minutes away. Good luck.
And it is that superfecta 9-point singles match here to close out the action on this Thursday, 18th game of the day. And to explain some of those subtle differences between 7 and 9-point games, we got a video here that will clear everything up for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that 9th game, now just 4 minutes away. As Stu said, your only opportunity to get that superfecta wager in. It works very similar to the trifecta, except a little more difficult. You got to get the top 4 finishers, not just 3, the top 4 for that superfecta in the exact order as well. And of course, there's that 10-cent option on the superfecta to spread out some more combinations. And recapping how the singles standings look here after 2 performances of the week with this 9th game. Still yet to come here. 2 guys tied atop the lead of the singles standings. They're at 4 wins. Ronron's been playing great. Picked up a win there out of the most difficult post 7 in that 8th game. Got to figure he's got to be a factor in this 9th game. 4 wins for him, and also Bueno, 4 wins. Taking advantage of a couple of those substitute opportunities, though, but 4 wins for him, already doubled his total. So he's got 1 more in his total from week 19. He only had 3 wins last week, so already surpassed it. 4 wins for him in addition to 1 place in 2 shows. Been in the money. A record? Well, not a record, but roster high 7 times here today. But that's in 12 appearances thus far, so still a pretty good percentage. If you took him in fantasy, he's the leader in terms of fantasy points. The Jai-Alai Channel's fantasy game, that's 27 points for Bueno here. And second there, you got Ron. His 4 wins, 5 points per win. He's got 20, so only 2 guys above the 20-point mark thus far in the week. But a lot of Jai-Alai still to be played here still.
Yes, got a matinee and evening tomorrow, then a 4 p.m. performance on Saturday. No more Saturday evenings, not at 8 p.m.
Sad.
That does not exist anymore. And then Sunday at 12 p.m. That still does exist.
In the history of Jai-Alai, what has been the best time they've started a performance for you personally?
7.
7. The 7.
If you're playing 12 or 14 games, I mean, it depends upon how many games you're playing. If you're only playing 8 games, then an 8 o'clock post time is a good time to start.
That's what we got. Yeah.
No, my favorite memories of Jai-Alai is with it being cool outside. here in Florida, I know we have a lot of fans that tune in from Connecticut, and you have many more cool months than we do. But now, to get to the announcer's booth, the former announcer's booth at Miami Highlight, you used to have to. The quickest way was to go out onto the roof. To come, you always had to go outside, which is a little bit of a pain. If it was raining, you came down through the restaurant. It was on the second floor, just off the ledge. And so you used to access it by going through the executive offices on the second floor, which I also understand don't exist anymore. Now that it's Casino Miami, it's no longer Miami Highlights, just Casino Miami. And you used to walk out on the roof, and you used to float up there. So they put in like a little bit of an elevated wood walkway to get out there. But just a cool breeze rolling in, opening up the door. You walk in, there'd be 1,000, 2,000 people sitting down there. Yeah, it was really in the smoke, of course.
yeah, beautiful.
That was funny. People for years would say, I would go to Highlight, but the smoke is terrible. Smoke. And they banned smoking in 2002 or 2001 or 2002, something like that.
I think I missed the smoking days because I think I would have remembered.
And
that.
business dropped by 8%. So it's like,
correlation?
What happened to all these people that said that they were going to come back? No, not only didn't they come back, but the people who did enjoy smoking indoors were like, nah, we're not going anymore.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
It's one of the things I figured, why aren't more people, you go back in the Dania days, mid-2000s, so why weren't people, most sporting events, people go out for smoke, but inside, that was one of those things that don't really remember.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed anything more than sitting smoking a cigar outside of the announcer's booth at Miami Highlight in between games. I think that was
pure
just
bliss.
awesome. Yeah. What do you say we begin game number 9? Skip this amnesia lane. We're ready to begin our 9th and final game of the afternoon. It's a spectacular 9 superfecta match played at 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Kubala. Receiving in the blue at post 2 is Douglas. Kubala serves. Our 9th game is now underway. Rebote forehand by Kubala to the outside. Lands out, point 2. Entering the court, white shirt at post 3. Here's Anderluck. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Taken on the left side and a nice catch by Anderluck. Here's Douglas from the 8 line. Hard to the back wall, Rebote. Forehand outside, placement by Anderluck, beautifully thrown. Back to the inside, this one goes, point 2. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. In this matchup, we have Douglas serving to Bueno. That serve comes in low and hard and scores, point 2. Entering the court, the black shirt of post 5. This matchup has Douglas serving to Carballo. Powerful backhand by Carballo, taken in the air by Douglas. That carom from the inside by Douglas scores perfectly. Point 2. 2 on the board with 4 points, serving to post 6. Ben receives. That got away from him. Point 6. Now receiving, post 7, the pink shirt, Ikeda. Reverse to the overhead screen, point 6. Here's post 8 to complete the first round of play. And receive. Ron. Backhand by Ron. Rebote left side by Ben. He shoots it. Got to give him credit for that. It's way off, but nice try. Point 8. first round's complete. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, the red shirt at post 1, Kubala. Rebote forehand by Ron. Catch by Kubala. Ron on the catch. There's the backhand. Forehand, Karam Rebote, a particularly difficult shot thrown by Kubala. The return, he's going to jump on the wall, or he's just going to yell at me. Okay. Point 8. Here's the white shirt at post 3. Anderluck receives. Particularly difficult catch by Anderluck at the 11 line. Forehand Rebote by Ron. Ron makes the catch. Good pickup by Anderluck at the 10 line. Great catch by Anderluck on the sidewall at the 10 line. Ron sets for the Rebote. Low to the inside. Anderluck's there. Missed it. Point 8. Ron has 5 points, but remember 9 points needed to win a Superfecta game. Here's post 4, the green shirt. Bueno. Ball tipped by Ron. Point 4. For serves, post 5, Carballo. Powerful backhand throw by Carballo. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. Lands in, stopped on the forehand of Carballo. Carballo's return crossing the wall just between the 9 and 10 and scoring. Point 5. Carballo's on the board with 2 points. Returning with 4 points. Post 2, the blue shirt, Douglas. Tejada Rebote. Douglas chases it down. Just places it outside. He doesn't overthrow it. Exactly what he needed to do there. Good effort by Carballo to try to get there. Good throw by Douglas. Point 2. Douglas has 6 points. Once again, 9 points needed to win a Superfecta game. Here's post 7 receiving Ikeda. Douglas on the forehand. Sidearm Karam opens up and scores. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt at post 2. Douglas trying to stop him. Ben. Douglas makes the catch behind him, rifles the forehand. Ben scoops it up, holds on to a difficult thrown ball. Great catch by Ben. There's the backhand, nice and powerful. Rebote left side by Douglas, fire to the inside, kicking up off the front wall. Ben with a beautiful catch and a nice throw. Douglas trying to pass from the left side. Ben sets up for the Rebote. Douglas on the catch, winds up. Inside it goes, where it scores for the win. A gallant effort by Ben on that point. Point and game. Blue shirt of post 2 goes to Douglas. 2 wins at 8 places, 4, 5, and 6. Playoff for 3rd and 4th place. 4 first serves to 5. Great catch by Carballo off a good serve by Bueno. Rebote comes to the middle of the court. Bueno's there. Turns it inside. Carballo sets. Nice forehand rebote by Carballo. Bueno from the left side. It's a 2-all. Carballo's on it. Stops it. Carambola returns. Stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Straight to the middle. Carballo's there. Carballo hard to the inside. Bueno's there. Bueno goes deep. Rebote forehand. Fell short of the front wall. 0.4. Possible show point here for post 4, Bueno. Trying to stop him, post 6, Ben. Karam scores for Ben, 0.6. 6 serves 4. This is a playoff 4, 3rd and 4th place. Excellent catch by Ben. Hard throw, caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno throws it hard, Ben scoops it up. Powerful backhand to the inside by Ben. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all, and it's out of play. Point and a 3rd place finish for Ben in post 6, 4 takes the quad. Unofficial order finish, 2-8, 6-4.
Say who really gets their money's worth from that game deserves that 25 is Ben. Glad that he got that 3rd place finish. Played unbelievable point against Douglas.
Yes, he did.
I mean, last week, 2 weeks ago, absolutely fantastic. The best he's played. Last week, couldn't even catch a ball in some of those later games, and then comes back there, plays an unbelievable point. It's just too tough. Douglas, you think he wanted to win that one, Stu?
Yes.
Yeah. He showed it and got it done there.
First, couple really nice shots. That outside placement that Costado thrown straight outside. The tendency is to overthrow, for our guys, the tendency is to overthrow that. He didn't. He threw it absolutely perfectly with just the right touch. Straight to the outside, right in front of Carballo, scored with that. And then there was the Karam.
Yeah.
Karam just
sidearm Karam is a lot more difficult.
Absolutely.
Than it appears, and he just absolutely froze Ikeda there.
Superfecta 2864, $319. Pick 3, 272. All 3 numbers returning 198.80. $2 wagered on 2 to win. Douglas getting into the double digits there, returning $10.20. $2 Quinella 2.8, $10.80. Trifecta, that's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place, 173.80.
Being the overall champ in the rookie season was great. I put in hours and hours of hard work in the off-season practicing, and just to show that it paid off in the end, it was really great. My goal for the 2020 season is to stay healthy, play to the best I can, but definitely I would love to repeat winning singles and doubles again this year. Like I said, I think it's going to be a lot harder, but it's definitely a push that I want, and I'm happy that everybody's getting better, and it's going to be harder for me because it pushes me to be better, and that's what I want ultimately. I would love to be the champ again this year. I am definitely going to try my best. Like I said, the competition is getting better every day, and so I'm going to push to be the best again, but we'll see. It's going to be a long 7-month season, and I'll hope to repeat what I did again.
And you saw Douglas there to close out evening of highlight here. And that was his first win of the playing week, as we said, number 118 on the season for him, so approaching 120 wins. Something to look to tomorrow there. Ron with an opportunity to get 100-win mark. 99 wins he's stuck on going into tomorrow, so given the way he's been playing, got to think he's going to capture number 100 tomorrow. And we'll see if he can do that. 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. We'll be back with 2 more performances at that time, Stu.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Thursday afternoon performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more games at 12 p.m., followed by another performance at 4 p.m. We do hope you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel on YouTube. Let us know your thoughts and any comments or questions you might have in the live chat while we're playing. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 12 p.m. So goodbye, till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.